business is struggling? Or do you have a full-time job and you're considering starting a business? Recently, Tabitha Brown, she just did a video about if you're a business owner and your business is struggling, it's a good idea to go get a job. I totally agree with her. I'm a bookkeeper. Um, I have a full-time job and I am also working my business on the side. Um, it's a great idea that if you know that your business is struggling, it's a great idea to go ahead and get a job before the business actually get worse. Also, it's a good idea if you're a business owner, look and see what changes you may need to do in order to keep your business afloat. But also, if you see your business is not doing good, it is a good idea to maybe see what changes you need to make. Maybe you can work from home instead of leasing out a building. Maybe you can offer um, specials like on Mondays. You may get items for a lower price. But there's nothing wrong with getting a job if you have a business. Healthcare is expensive as a entrepreneur, so if you get a job, um, you can still keep your business, but you can get a job and let that pay for your healthcare. So that'll be um, one less thing that you have to worry about. Also, it's a great idea that if you have a business and you're struggling, get a job because we know that money, it can cause a lot of stress on your body, on your health, in your relationships. So if if you're married, if you have kids, you want to have healthy relationships. So you don't want the stress from your business, trying to keep it afloat. You don't want to take that stress and bring it home to your family because we want happy um, relationships. Also, it's a good idea that if you have a business and you're working a full-time job, it's a good idea to go ahead and start working on paying down debt. That is a really good idea because you don't want to start a business and you have a lot of personal debt and then you're trying to get, money for this new business. You don't want to pile old debt on top of new debt. Um, the reason why you want to work on your um, personal credit is because you don't want to get a high interest rate on a business loan. Um, if you have a high interest rate, if you look at your credit card statements, you'll look at how much money you're actually just giving away. And you don't want to just give credit card companies and you don't want to just give extra money away. You can use that money to work, to work on your business. You can use that money to invest. You can use that money um, to fix up your house. So it's a great idea to, it's nothing wrong with getting a job, while you have a business. I'm not saying you always should just go shut down your business, but if you have a building and you're leasing it out, sometime your landlord, they still want you pay, to pay that rent. So if you have a 12-month lease, even if you decide, hey, I want to shut this business down, they still want their money. So it's a great idea to see if you could go to your landlord if you're renting out a commercial space and maybe ask them, hey, I'm struggling. Um, just be honest with them. And sometimes they might, let you out of your lease. But it's a great idea that if you have a business and you're struggling, just figure out why. And remember, it's a great idea to ask for help, and see what changes you can make. Um, and remember, you can always do your business on the side. You don't have to um, completely close it down. But it's a great idea that you do realize that you're sinking, and um, sometimes it's good to just stop the business. Um, because you don't want to get into more debt trying to keep the business. You don't want to lose your home. So remember, if you have a business and you feel like it is not doing so well, first you want to figure out why, what changes you need to make. And remember, you don't want it to affect your home life, your relationship with your family, or you don't want to lose your home, and you don't want to create more debt. So please subscribe and follow me weekly.